Hello and welcome to Sorare Sunday for the week of the 16th to the 22nd of September. And we are going to just jump straight into what we did for this week. Okay, so we're going to have a look at how we did this week. We're going to start in Pro. And we're going to go all the way back to the 13th to the 17th of September. Have a look how we did. We got 12 out of 33 competitions we won a reward in. We got over 400 points. So we got a raffle ticket in the Kylian Mbappe competition, and we were 6,250 seconds. So we got a box as well. The Cap 270, we got a box in one. We were actually quite close in the other two at getting something. But if Duda had played. He usually does play, so it's a bit annoying that he didn't, so I missed out. I probably would have gotten a score there. And we were just 20 points shy. Actually, to be fair, I don't think there's anything we could have really changed there, so we were just a little bit off. We got one box for our Ipswich team. My Ipswich team seems to be able to just they'll either stay safe, get promoted, or whatever. They seem to be, like, because they all the players have got play. It seems to be a fairly consistent team. Then we got 7 points off a reward, which is a bit annoying. We were so close. I have 35 here, but we were missing a keeper. So if we had a keeper who could play, we would have got that something for sure. Nothing on the out of season. It's harder to get the classic rewards because there's more people in them. So didn't get anything for those, especially seeing as we haven't got goalkeepers to play, and a lot of our other players didn't get game time either. Nothing for La Liga. Both keepers, one played but played so badly they got a 0. Another, I don't think he played in that game, so 2 zeros, and then another player who didn't play either. So nothing for La Liga. But we did get an in-season box. We got promoted with this team because Matt Sells for Nottingham, he got a clean sheet against Liverpool. Was not expecting that, but he played pretty well. Norgard got 80 against Man City, and then Alviero Tejero for, I think that's Deportivo, got 2 assists. That kind of boosted us. I'm annoyed I didn't captain any of these, and I captained Nusa, who was just a sub that they brought on a 0-0. But we got a box for that. Got 2 boxes in the classic for champion. Wissa getting a goal. Everyone else getting, like, Anderson and Tielemans getting high 70s, mid 70s even. And we got that without a goalkeeper, so not bad. Souček seems to have been dropped a bit, so that's a bit of a shame. I think he's probably maybe in January or the end of the season going to move on. I think if he doesn't get proper game time, I think he's not old enough to be winding down his career, and I think he needs consistent game time. And I don't think the new manager likes playing him as much as his the previous one did. So Souček probably might be on the way out. You got Warren, or it might be that he's injured and come out. I don't think he is. I can't remember him being injured. So, but it might be something about fitness. Then we got another box for because Warren Kamanzi for Toulouse. I think that's how you say it. And Pierre-Emile Højbjerg for Marseille. Both got pretty decent scores. Everyone, the other two, Muller and Maitland-Niles, did okay. But yeah, not too shabby for the champions. We'll go down. We got one box for this team here, which got kind of middling scores, so obviously didn't have to do much in this league. But everyone else, like, we got an own goal on this guy, so he only got 15 and that. So we weren't too far. If he had played better, 39 points, we would have probably got a reward there. 2 rewards here, one for safe, one for promoted. One player who I wish I'd captained was Troy Parrott. Got 4 goals in a 9-1 win for AZ. Yeah, he's now top scorer of the league. So Troy Parrott is one to keep an eye on, definitely. But he's so inconsistent. He won't score again for ages now. And then we got promoted using this team, which actually is very boring compared to this one. But there you go. That's the way of things sometimes, isn't it? Like, I think they must have been in a lower league to this one, maybe. So 2 there. We did quite well with the reward boxes, I think, this week. Ron Ivaldo has scored every week. I've suggested him 2 weeks ago as player to watch. He's just scored every week. He just can't be stopped. And that was the only goal in 1-0 win. And we got a box for that. Keeper played really well as well. But other than that, no other. We were 2 points off here. Just one of these two had to play a little bit better and we would have been fine. But no, it was not to be. And then we were quite short on. Do you know what would have been better? Moving Lingard onto this team, captaining him instead of Martin Boyle. 114 onto here would have got quite a high set of rewards as well, I think, because we didn't get anything for this team. Jesse Lingard's playing quite well out in Korea. It's quite nice to see. We did have a team who played so bad they got relegated. So next week, hopefully, this team will probably get promoted again, and if we get enough score, and we'll get another prize. And then these guys got promoted and got a box. Alberto Reina is playing quite well, and Matthias, I think he's J-League, is doing fairly well as well for his team. So 2 players which are kind of consistently scoring for me at the moment. And the under 23s, we've got 1 box for this middle game because David Ayala, and Jacob Broom, so Dutch guy and a Spanish guy. I think he's Spanish actually. I just realised he's actually playing in America, so he could be. Oh, he's Argentinian. There you go. I just assumed he was Spanish league, but he's MLS and he's an Argentinian. He's quite he's 21. This is the under 23, so they have to be young'uns. But two of them getting goals. We are struggling with keepers who actually play, but I think Jeskel does play usually. He just had 1 game where he was rested, so it was probably a cup game or something. But yeah, so that was a good week. And then if we go to September 17th to 20th, we got 4 out of 10. We didn't get a reward box for our Mbappe one. We did all right. I mean, Hakimi, Elise, Courtois, I think his name Grecares, the Sporting striker who just can't stop scoring at the moment. I don't really know why I went for Oliver Boscali for PSV. He did okay, but I think he was the reason we didn't really. Well, maybe a better keeper would have got us a reward box, but I think with this, it's always going to be hard. You got 72,000 people playing. It's always going to be difficult to get anywhere near the top. Then we had a special European Championship in season. Not a lot of players played. We don't really have a lot of Champions League, Europa League players, so that was the struggle that I had. Nothing for our All-Star special. Well, even though Tielemans got a goal and an assist, and Muller got an assist, wasn't enough to get us into the rewards section. 35,000 people playing this one again, so a lot of competition. Challenger, we had a very successful run. All 3 in seasons got us rewards. Everyone playing well. Highlights: Kenneth Taylor getting a goal. Jacob Glennis getting a goal over in the LMS. Everyone else just had a good game usually. Only one who didn't. I actually watched this game. Yeah, the Ajax Fortuna Sittard. Great goal by Kenneth Taylor, but poor old Branderhorst was absolutely destroyed all game, and it was partly at fault of his defence. They were a bit light on him, but also just he had some howlers. He had some great saves as well, but just he swatted at the ball sometimes and just didn't look that convincing. So unfortunately, he had a really bad game. Hopefully he'll pick himself up next game and kind of play better. None in the Classic. Didn't really have anyone playing particularly well. in there. And then the under 23s, again, nothing happening. Although Leo Romain, the lettuce, Leo Roman, played for Mallorca, got a clean sheet and played well. I just don't know. He seems to be rotated so heavily. I never know if he's actually going to play. But we're 75 points off. And we didn't have any other youngsters we could play, so that is that. And then on this week, we are currently on track for about 10, but there's a lot of other games to play, so we'll just have to wait and see. Premier League, I think most of our teams are done. Our Ipswich team again, like I said, having a whole Ipswich team of people who play is pretty helpful. Morsey scored that late winner, which was an absolute thunderbolt, and very, very lucky for Ipswich to get away with getting a point from that game. But yeah, so we got some there. I don't think the players. I mean, Chris Wood and Elliot Anderson will potentially play, so that could change this game. And we only need 7 points, and Welbeck should be playing, and he's captain, so we might get some there. But we'll have a look at this next week anyway, so we won't spend too long on it. I won't spend too much time on rivals, but I will just say this week has been awful. We have lost the majority of our rivals games. As you can see, a lot of red. We started really strong, I think. We got like 4 wins in the first day. One of them was the ×2 boost for Liverpool. So I was like feeling confident. And then, oh my goodness, did it go badly. I think one day I didn't get anything. Yep. You can see there, Wednesday I didn't get any wins. And then the next day I only got 1. And then the Friday I didn't get any. And then Saturday I got 2, but I lost 3. I think it might be the league. I'm in Division 3, which is like quite, for me, quite high. Division 4 and 5, I was always getting consistently like high scores, but then like being relegated down sort of thing. So I think if I get relegated down this week and do Division 4, I should be able to get a fairly high result, hopefully, and then get some more rewards from that one. But we're going to jump on to looking at next week. There's not a lot for that one, so it shouldn't take too long, to be honest. So let's see what's happening next week. All right, so next week, we're not going to look at rivals, but we're just going to look at pros. And we had a quick peek at this 20th to 24th. And so we won't go through it too much. But the 24th to 27th, we haven't really been able to build many teams. We've got 7 out of 15. We've got 1 European league in season. Some of these players I don't think will play. Rotz is a young defender. I don't think he will play. Islam El Mach is a third choice keeper. Don't think he's going to be playing. Serrano doesn't start many games. Ross McCausland I think does, so he'll probably play. And Cajolo, don't know how you say that. I think he might get a game potentially, but he's not a nailed-on starter. So that team's basically just thrown in to see if we do get anything. The European Classic, we've got Solanke, Vlap. Maguire does sometimes play, so I'm not sure. Mert Gonok does play as well, and Ainsley Maitland-Niles. So I'm a bit more confident with this one, but then it is Classic, so we'll have more people playing that. That number will increase before the 2 days before we have to get them like locked in. We've got All-Star Special, which again I'm not confident we've got players which will start because it's midweek and it's just European games. But we do also have La Liga games, which you use the same team that we usually do. And then Contender, I don't have a single goalkeeper I've only got 1 midfielder who will play in Contender, and that's it. I don't have any goalkeepers, midfielders, or forwards. So it's just kind of, we can't do anything with it. So we'll have to just leave Contender for the midweek. And then under 23s, we've got Parrott, who scored 4 goals, obviously, last week. Kenneth Taylor, who scored for Ajax last week as well. Stechkal, I said, sometimes plays, sometimes doesn't, but he usually does, so I'm hoping he'll start. Flavio Lanzino does usually play, so he's actually got some decent scores recently. The only one I'm not sure about is Abel Bretones, so we'll see. But that's it for next week, really. So it's Europa League starts, and I don't really have many Europa League, so we're just gonna have to get through this week of Europa League, having a bit of a boring one, I think. But yeah, we're now going to move on to the player to watch. And my player to watch is Yuri Tielemans. So I've had his classic. It's not an in-season card this season, and I think I had him a bit last season. But if you just look at the scores he's getting, you're getting like quite high scores for internationals. You're getting fairly high scores for Premier League, and in the Champions League, he got himself a goal and an assist. And you'd think that he would be up there with a lot of the other players, like hundreds of pounds. But you look at his cards for sale, you're looking at £37, £40 for an in-season. If you look at his out-of-season cards, you can pick him up for 12, 13 quid. Which these are, I think this is last season at 23-24. I've got one of these. So if you're doing in-season, you can have one out-of-season card. Tielemans might be the shout. If you're doing Classic, he's a great one because he can play most weeks. Like, he can play internationals. He can play for Champions League. He can play He's a regular starter for his team Aston Villa in the Premier League, and he's only 27 now. So he's still got plenty of years. He's kind of in his prime. He's a good shout for a player that you can keep hold of for a while. Potentially might increase in resale value, but probably not. But I would say he's a good one to get you a good score, like most weeks, and kind of help you get more rewards coming in. He's definitely helped me last couple of weeks for sure. But so yeah, my player to watch, Yuri Tielemans. Now we're gonna have a look at what's in the box. What's in the box? Alright, so we did have a fairly good week with boxes, 6 and 15. So 6 light boxes, 15 limited boxes. So we're going to open the light ones first because they're kind of usually the tickets and things like that. So nothing too impressive. And when it goes pink, you can usually tell it's going to be a ticket. So 1 arena ticket there. The annoying thing is I'm sucking at... oh my goodness, it paused a little bit there. I suck at rivals at the moment, so getting tickets is just like a kick in the teeth to me. More tickets, just 1 no. So we're not really... Whoa, 5 tickets, there you go. We're not really getting much. I would like some essence from all this. 1 ticket as well. I think we're just going to get everything is going to be tickets, isn't it? Yeah, another ticket. And then finally, the last one. Can we have something different? No, we're just going to have another ticket. So we've got a load of arena tickets now. But we're going to move on to the limited boxes. And I hope that we don't get... all those like card upgrades. I mean, I don't ever use the card upgrades, and I should. I can use them, but okay. Limited essence. If we get enough, we'll do a T5 card as well. I think we're close. What are we gonna get? Oh, okay. We got some money. We got £3.74 market credit. It's not terrible. Oh, this this box seems quite light. There you go, a level up. I'm very disappointed when we get these. I'm gonna open this one. Another level up. I think it's the type of box you just get level ups in them. Okay, we got 2-star. Let's see what we get in the 2-star box. More money. Another 374 market credit. Interesting. So we're getting some money to buy a card, I guess. That's what, about 7 quid? 3 essence. Oh, we're 2 away. If we can get 2 more essence, we can do a T5 card. Oh wow, more money. You know, that's not too shabby. We're hopefully you can use all that market credit together. I'm not sure. I've not really used market credit before. Another market credit. Wow, we're raking it in. Does that just add it to here, to our wallet, or do we have to use it separately? I'm not sure. I'll have to figure that one out. Hey, we've got enough now to do a card. That's cool. I think this might be a level up. Hey, oh no, more essence. We'll take it. We're really shooting through these boxes. There's nothing really to stand out here. 27 essence now overall. Down to our last 4 boxes. I was hoping I'd get a card, but we're just getting essence and money. Which, don't get me wrong, it's market credit, so it's not money that you can cash out. But money's still nice. We've got 2 more. We're going to get anything? We did well last week. We got so another 374 market credit. We got 2 cards, I think it was last week. But this week, we have not been so fortunate. We have got loads of essence, though. I think we're like 2 away from being able to do 2 T5s. Let's craft this and see what we get. I've seen some people getting some insane pulls on a T5, and I just don't seem to be getting them. So I'm hoping we'll get something good. Let's see. Oh my goodness, you can probably hear that. English forward for Fenerbahce. Who's Ryan Kent? Oh, come on. That's I mean, he doesn't even play. He's 27. Who's Ryan Kent? If anyone knows who Ryan Kent is in the comments, please let me know. Well, I am not one of those lucky few who get an insane pull on my 1 minute. I need to move this to new. Let's have a look at Ryan Kent then. So he has played 1 game in the last 15 from the looks of it. So he doesn't play very often. And in that 1 game, he did nothing. He's worth, what's he sold for recently? Like £1, £2. He's not worth a lot of money. And I've never heard of him. So there you go. Can't even reveal him because he's delayed. So that was a disappointing card to end on. But there we go. So, but we'll be back next week to look at more Sorare stuff. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying this little series. It's just fun to talk about Sorare, to be honest. This is quite a fun little game to play. But yeah, let me know how you did last week. How you're doing with the Mbappe ones, because they're a lot more like, they're not easier to do because you don't need to own any cards, but also they're harder because so many people do them. So yeah, let me know how you're doing there, and if there's any cards that you've picked up that have done really well for you, I need to keep an eye out for. And yeah, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you when I see you.